subscribe. Hey, people that exist on the internet. It's me again, Noodle Swag, back here. Other commentary. Always pretty hot and spicy. Today, talking about the hot topic of fidget spinners and why they need to die. See, this trend is so unbelievably massive that it has spread to the small, tiny little town in which I live in. In the Chevron, local Chevron, they're selling them there at the, I believe they're selling them, yeah, they're selling them at the Mercantile as well. This trend is so huge. I know some, I mean, I'm disappointed in humanity because I know someone personally that went there with $80. Just think about it. Just list off a few things you can buy with $80. A deluxe edition of a game, quite a few cool little indie games. You could buy JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven, and What Remains of Edith Finch. I have strange tastes with that amount of money. But nope, this friend of mine goes to the Chevron, $80 in hand, and buys $80 worth of fidget spinners. You may be thinking, wow, so we got like 10 or maybe even 20? No, he got 8. See if you could do math. I don't know, you might not be able to do math. Might not want to, so let me just spell it out for you. Every fidget spinner there is $10. That's a ridiculous amount of price for something that you can make at home with Legos. I mean, come on. I can't really say I'm better, because I've succumbed to the trend of myself spending about $20 on fidget spinners. By the way, I got them online. So I have like 6 fidget spinners that I got for like $10, which is pretty good. Wait a minute. Wait. I just looked at the price tags on the fidget spinners, and I got like 10 of them for $10. And they're really good. I mean, they're normal, basically. But, I mean, the ones at the Chevron are very cheaply made. They're knockoffs. I got one at Comic-Con. I got a fidget spinner at Comic-Con. Yeah, I went to Comic-Con. It was at Sundial Bridge in Redding, California. And I got a fidget spinner from a booth there also. It was hilarious. That's a video for another date. But, man, I got a fidget spinner there. It was a cool little black fidget spinner. It was metal. It was really cool. And it got stolen straight out of my desk from school. From, I don't know. But another thing is, fidget spinners, a long time ago, at least I've heard this from several other sources, were invented by a disabled person so she could have a toy that she could use with her grandson. You know, innocent purpose. It was just a little distraction toy, basically. It was a fun little thing to stare at and mess with animals with. But it's been blown way out of proportion. Like, people attaching razor blades to them and cutting their hands open. this trend needs to die. It really does. I mean, it's a toy to keep high energy kids distracted while the parents do whatever, right? It's not supposed to be this big thing where even adults are spending like apparently thousands of dollars on them, which I don't believe even for a second. I mean, come on. It's really impossible for them to spend that much money, right? No, not really. There's gold-plated ones, like the YouTube gold-plated button, but you get that for free. More or less. Oh, by the way, let's hit 1 million likes on this video all day, all night. I'm still tired. Yeah. Fidget spinners. I don't even use fidget spinners anymore. Oh yeah, but they are selling fidget cubes at the Mercantile as well, but they're not called fidget cubes, right? They're called, I think it's called fidget widgets or widget digits. Yeah, I think it's called widget digits. It's so weird. It's basically a fidget cube, but it's called widget digits because there's a number pad on there. The trend is so idiotic. I mean, it got blown way out of proportion. Now it's sort of dying down, but it still pops its head up every now and then. But I don't really get the big obsession with it. Like, it's just a cutesy little, it's just a little toy that people can use. Like, Game Theory just launched its first merch, and it has its own fidget spinners. PewDiePie's got a fidget spinner. What's it called? Roman Atwood has a fidget spinner. Everyone has their own fidget spinner in their merch store. If you have a merch store, you have a fidget spinner. I even think Venturian Tail did a Gmod video about fidget spinners, which is just weird. Because how do you put that in Gmod, an already dead game with a dead fan base? I don't really know, man. I guess that's just how everything is. That's how everything goes in this strange, messed up world that we live in. I mean, what really is there? Oh, not to mention that at school, schools are stupid. We have to wait. Yeah, everyone eats breakfast at the school and stuff like that. And yeah, everyone's eating breakfast at the school, and then I bring in my fidget spinner I got from the Chevron, which is like a tiny little fidget spinner with the lights. You know, the ones that light up, the LED lights, very fragile. You know, all that jazz. And these two kids, pretty spoiled if you asked me. Looking at them, and their dad's there, and their dad leaves, and he's like, "I'll be right back," and he comes back with a fidget spinner for both of them. Ooh, what the heck is wrong with this world? I mean, it's just... I mean, I completely and utterly understand the need to distract yourself from everyday life. But why with the fidget spinner? Why don't you go out and do something productive, like play video games? I mean, it's just a whole thing. It's not that interesting. like the floor is lava video I did today at 1 a.m. I have a very rocky sleep schedule. But the floor is lava video, like, kids get into it, like, its trends are being blown so out of proportion these days that they're making it to this tiny little town, hermit town. Not hermit town, we don't live underground, but no one ever leaves the town. Like, just, like, according to my teacher, some people that she's met up in unspecified area, which is a bigger town than us, but not quite a city. Actually, yeah, it's a city. Says everyone there calls this place Boogerville, which is it's a little tame for a middle school teacher, you know, to say that. She could have just said what we were all thinking. Yeah, Stinkville. But what's wrong with it? They're like jump cuts. But yeah, this tiny little town that hardly anyone knows about. Mostly old retired people come here for vacation, sometimes during the summer and a little bit during the winter come here. And now and more, like just the other day I saw 2 kids with a big giant pole, you know, that was probably ripped off of, you know, those yellow poles you see protecting the wires on telephone poles. They had one of those, but it was white and red, but I knew it came from a telephone pole because I've seen it on a telephone pole before. And I found it in the dumpster, but the worst part about it was it had a fidget spinner, like a tower of them glued to the top of it. It was just bad, man. I mean, when trends reach this town, you know they need to die because they've gotten so big, it may cause something really, really terrible. Oh my gosh, I just got the best idea for a video. Okay, see you guys in a while. Subscribe, share the video, comment, and all that good stuff, and bye.